Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Bombara here on your Boom Radio NG, and my name is Dolupo. I bid you a warm welcome this beautiful Wednesday afternoon from the city of Lagos State, and we're going to be talking about quite a number of things. In fact, today is a lot of updates. Actually, there's a lot of updates coming from a lot of things that have been going on, especially in the aviation sector. Maybe we'll say that today is a day of compromises in the aviation sector, and now it's the conversation of, is it right, is it not right, is it happening because some people said what they said, or a lot of things that we're going to be breaking down today. And for people in Nigeria and people that buy fuel in Dangote Refinery, from Dangote Refinery, or you buy from filling stations that are affiliated with Dangote Refinery, good news, fuel is going to be cheaper again. Apparently, it kind of went up a few days ago without any official talk. I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed it, but we're definitely going to be talking about that. Also, there is a health alert from the NCDC. We're going to be talking about that as well, and a couple of other things. A bit of sports from the angle of the Super Eagles B, the men's side. Don't let me start from there. But we're going to be talking about that and a lot of other things today at the bar. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show today. My name is Dolupo again, and with me in the studio today is Sola Rogers.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the bar.
Okay, so as we're going straight into the gist for today, starting from, of course, the elephants in the room. And this is the aviation sector versus Kwam 1, and aviation sector versus the Ibom passenger and all that. And, this has caused a lot of conversation, really. There's been a lot of, should this have happened? Should this not have happened? How was this person treated? What were the things that were meted out to different people? And there's been a lot of comparison actually between what happened and a bit of explanation. Take, for example, we know for a fact that the lady okay, please, I need you to arrange it. So the lady that the Ibom Air issue happened with, she was remanded. She was sent to court. She was arraigned immediately, and she was remanded to Kirikiri immediately. There's brought a lot of conversation that people have asked that what exactly is happening. Well, how come Mr. Kwam 1 was not remanded at that point? Like, why was he not remanded at that point, and what was the issue with him? So, that is one angle that a lot of people have talked about. There was also the angle where it was an announcement that he was banned for 6 months. That there was another one that he was banned indefinitely. Now he's banned for 1 month. But when it was our own time, there was bam. It was just that she was going to be banned for life and all that. And I think that that's what is now caused a lot of, even though now going forward, we know, for people that do not know, there's now a formal statement from the Minister of Aviation that I read, that he had asked for leniency from Ibom Air, and that they should withdraw the case against the lady. That I think there's a 1 month ban on her. He has also talked to airline operators of Nigeria, who are the people that actually banned her for life. That has been reduced to 1 month. Subsequently, with Kwam 1 as well, as he had said, he had asked the NCA to also withdraw the case that they had written, the petition they had written against him to the IG and the Attorney General of the Federation, and that he too was getting a 1 month ban, and he was going to be an ambassador of the aviation sector. So with all that parallels that I drew, are we going to say that maybe because this happened, because I think that it's actually a valid conversation, that because this happened in close succession, they had to like pipe down a little bit, because they looks like what was happening with Kwam 1 was not what the consequences that was meted out to the lady.
You cannot rule that out. It might be right and it might be wrong to say that, but you can't rule it out. To be very honest with you, I am kind of disappointed in these statements that were made by the Minister of Aviation today. I'm worried at how we seem to be whinging it, like, okay, let's do it like this, let's do it like that, when there are laws in place. And I understand the place of leniency. I remember the last time we had this discussion at the bar. I think that was on Monday. I was talking about how sincere his apologies were. I remember Dolupo was like, no. Well, look, the man's apology were actually indeed sincere, because he must have reached out to the powers that behind it. We're not going to do anything for you if you don't do this, and that. But having said all that, a 1 month ban for holding up a flight, physically restraining a plane from taking off, at least to a large extent, endangering the lives of yourself and other people who were trying to get you to see reason. I'm talking about Kwam 1 now, not Kwam 2. Sorry, not the other lady.
Really?
Sorry. I take that back. Apologies. I sincerely apologize for saying Kwam 2.
Boy, you're going to say, but you just said it again.
And because I said that, I take full responsibility for my actions.
So now,
I take that back.
Doesn't that just agree with what I said, that you can say some things that you might not mean it?
No, I'm just doing what you wanted just to make you happy. But on a serious tip, I just feel that we have laws, and if we're not careful, we will be encouraging people to look at these loopholes. What are the loopholes? They are man-made loopholes. I know they are man-made laws too, but these laws were made for a reason. And if we think that the laws are not good enough, then let us go and adjust it to say, if you hold up a plane, you have 1 month ban. If a pilot takes off when it's not safe to take off, you have a 1 month ban. Let's just quickly. My own is sharp, put everything in black and white so that nobody's breaking any laws or any rules or any regulations. You understand? In the case of the Ibom passenger, her name is Comfort Emerson.
Yeah.
A lot more has come to the fore. However, investigations are still ongoing by the NCAA. But one or two people, a lot of people have claimed to be on that flight. In fact, if you go by the number of people on social media who claim to be on that flight, you will think that it was a 5,000-seater plane. And it was a very small plane. I'm not sure if you have up to 200 people on board. But some people have actually gone ahead because they have the boarding pass, and there's some details that were left out. According to the people on board that I have verified as real. There were two Ibom Air staff women who were on board serving at that time when the plane was going to take off, and one of them was said to be extremely nice, while the other one is said to be very harsh and unprofessional. The unprofessional one turns out to be the one that was being slapped or was holding that lady back from taking off, from leaving the plane. And there's a detail that we glossed over, and I remember I was saying that a lot of people they can afford a certain lifestyle now, but they are not educated
enough.
And this is not me throwing shades, but it is said that lady said she didn't even know how to turn off her phone. That she doesn't know how to turn off the iPhone, and that the lady, the second one, the air hostess, or that's what they call them, right?
Yeah.
Now said something like, "It's an iPhone. Go to settings, do." While she was struggling with it, the guy beside her now offered to help her, as against what the airline said, that the guy grabbed the phone. According to the people on the plane, the guy offered to help, and he did. And when he helped her turn off her phone from settings or whatever, that woman came back and washed her and said a lot of derogatory things. But she now said that, look, that she's not educated, that she can't read. So those things you were telling her, she not even comprehend. And she's like, look, is it a crime that she can't read and blah, blah,
so
blah.
So my question
blah,
is,
blah,
how did you now get to a point where we're throwing hands?
So according to the people who were on board, they say that when there were a lot of altercations back and forth, and some passengers almost got involved. They explained to the passengers what was going on, and people chilled for the lady. And according to them, when the plane landed, they were afraid that something was going to happen. But that lady went to the back, that she went to the toilet. So everybody deplaned, everybody disembarked.
Yeah.
Some people are now implying that she did that so that she could actually fight the air hostess. That the first one, even at some point during that flight, gave her more water. She asked for extra water. They gave her and all of that, showing that there are disparities in the character or the professionalism of both Ibom air staff during that flight.
Yeah.
You get. At the end of the day, some of these things shows that there was a bit of provocation on both sides. And
I agree.
It's not exactly right that she did all she did in retaliation. That's the Comfort Emerson lady. Mm-hmm. But it's also wrong for any cabin crew or any airport staff to have done virtually most of the things we saw. The aviation industry should not fool themselves. From security to cabin crew, I think they all need a total overhaul in the area of training. It looks like a lot of them don't know how to handle crisis. They don't even know how to relate, Now, that lady that was slapped or allegedly slapped, there are other pictures now of her during the flight where people were complaining about her attitude and all of that. So again, brands should also look at the kind of people that they put, in places where they're interacting with customers. Having said all of this, where the real work lies is with the aviation industry and in upgrading their trainings and the things that they do, because I'm not going to lie, now that we've all come for passengers that did wrong, these airlines do wrong on a daily.
I was going to,
let's all get ready.
We had a conversation about it that you can't, I also think that a lot of people that are lashing out now is because of the horrible behavior that the Nigerian aviation sector met out on passengers. You would almost think that flights are free. Yeah. The way the aviation sector behaves. So now, if you feel that you have laws and you're going to do all this, they too should get ready.
Exactly. Because
it's not going to be business as usual. Now, if we look at it, you're looking at it from the girl's angle. Could we also now look at it as there was a lot of, if she, as the lady, had all this and there were a lot of issues back and forth, then she shouldn't just be the only one that should have been remanded.
Exactly.
I remember having a conversation with someone last night, and I said, whatever issues that, as much as we're very quick to make videos, which I don't know, maybe I'm the odd one out. When issues happen, whether people are fighting, whatever it is, I don't know how picking out your phone is the first thing to do. Let's even say, okay, maybe on the side of the airline, they needed it for evidence. Mm-hmm. When did it become okay? Because we're very quick to post.
When did it become okay?
When did it become okay to post, to think you make a video? You have already made the video, yeah? Okay. You claim that you want to use it for evidence. When did it become okay to post things online?
Oh, when people were being, when they started paying people for being influencers, when they started telling people about virality of their post, when they started
we're so quick to just post stuff online.
When they started putting video cameras on phones, and when they started making data affordable, that's when it became okay. I hope I've answered your question honestly. That's when it became
because
okay. Everybody wants to trend. Are you playing?
Because
as long as you're not the one in the
because
video.
The truth is, even that video, yeah. And I remember, and I think I saw one of the statements of the aviation minister. At this point, you people will not let the man rest because every day that he's putting that statement because of people. He also pointed out the fact that it was a very dehumanizing thing, because even if you say, okay, everything that happened on that thing, it was the lady's fault, I agree. The truth is, it's not for public consumption. It was made for investigation. Let's even say, because even when you remember when you post things, maybe a police stops you and you're making a video. These days, especially in Lagos, you see them even last month. Everybody wants to make a video. It's okay, but it's not to trend though. It's like we have lost the whole point of the reason for this thing.
Also, were the ones that pulled our top up. It was the air hostess, as they call them, that actually pulled our top up. Dolupo kept on saying they're not carrying nothing. I've watched that video a couple of times. Yes, I have, and it is completely wrong. And you still ended up putting out the video in that form.
That's like
you could have at least
blood the video or something. I'm like, when did we become so horrible in our, like, we don't, it's almost like we don't have any milk of human kindness anymore. Like, we just do things. It's ridiculous. I think it's high time we really need to be speaking to ourselves. But unfortunately, someone posts a ridiculous video and everybody starts commenting and we leave the main issue and we start looking at all sorts of things. We cannot stop. We everybody, let's when we have sense, let's call a spade a spade. However, I also want to say, I know a few women online have been dragged, and I don't care if I'm going to be dragged for this. But can we also agree to also wear proper undies though? Like, it's almost becoming a pandemic, but invest in a good bra. Wear bra. There's a bra for a reason. I can tell you for a fact, if there was a good holding bra under that cloth, all our bosom would not have been flying out like that. It would not have been easy to fly out like that.
Was that bosom?
That's bosom.
Why are you calling it bosom?
That is bosom. That is actually.
But when I did biology, that was not bosom.
I'm sure your biology teacher did not teach you bosom.
Yes, because there's nothing that I saw there that looks like bosom. What I saw is what I saw and what the whole world saw. What's bosom? Bosom called bosom of the Lord. What do you mean by bosom? That's not bosom.
That is bosom.
Oh, you're Googling it to show me. That's not bosom.
That is bosom, actually.
Look at this one.
As much as a lot of people say those things,
that's bosom. Not bosom. You know what is written in this dictionary. Say it with your mouth. You can't say it. Yeah,
I will say it.
Yeah, read it.
A woman's chest or breast.
Exactly. That's what we saw. That one that you said is what we saw. She's the one that said it.
Hey, I said bosom. What did I say?
No. You said.
I said bosom.
No. A woman's
chest or breast.
Exactly. That second thing that you said. That's what we also.
But isn't it what bosom is?
Mm-hmm. Because they don't use bra to cover chest too. They don't. Mm-hmm.
That's why I said cover your bosom.
No.
Pack it up.
They don't use braziers to cover chest. They use it to cover that second thing that Dolupo said.
I don't know what you.
After all said and done. Please.
After all said and done, please pack it up. Pack it up. Very important.
Just cover yourself properly. Although some people don't mind though. I know. There's a guy that posted that video and he has over 1,000 bookmarks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you never know what situation you are in. So that at least you are.
That video is not going anywhere forever.
You are what's the word now? You are equipped. That's the word. You are equipped for the situation.
Well,
that's it.
Let the Lord be with all of us.
And it's not a joking matter. It's actually very serious because this day, you just see everything flying all over the place.
Again, the government, congratulations. You have now made Kwam 1 the ambassador for airport security protocol. Abi?
Someone that does not know the security protocol.
They will teach him now.
He will not be taught.
They will teach him.
So I get their angle is that because he's a known. Is this supposed to be like sort of like a humiliation?
Check your comments.
Is this supposed to be sort of like some humiliation? Oh God. Adeja Arabi says, all I know is that her market price has times 10 ever since
it's gone up.
It has?
It's gone up.
I agree. Men in Nigeria are already bidding.
Of course.
Seriously?
Why do you think she has to leave Kiri immediately?
Really?
Oh, yes, he's correct. Dolupo, look, let's track this lady. In 3 months' time, you will see. As we speak now, you know those podcast people, that always do podcasts. You just wait, you will soon see her. Now she'll be speaking grammar on podcast, and she will now be an influencer. The next thing, she's selling tops or hair. Did you see the hair that she was wearing? I got it from Kineko Hair Fashion Store. Just this lady is about to blow. She won't blow, Danny. Everybody saw what they saw. And everything was at attention. We were all trying to complain. This is bad. Who are the people that are doing the bookmarks? This is very wrong. They're sharing it on WhatsApp.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Like, why are we? Why?
In fact, you are complaining about something and you're posting the thing that you're complaining about. You took your time to do screen grab of something.
Oh my God!
That this is wrong.
Small girl, big God coming very soon.
Very soon.
Mansion. God did.
Very, very soon. You think she was Uyo? What's Uyo? Where Lagos is? Wait, from Kirikiri to Ikoyi or no? It's Lekki phase 1. Lekki phase 1.
I have no words.
These are facts. Are you in denial about this? Are you in denial about this? Are you actually?
It's not.
Are
about
you just
denial.
saying this?
I'm just saying that we're at a point where.
Are you doubting the?
We should. I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm saying that we should not make it a thing, because people. And I also feel that I think the airline also have realized that they're very culpable now. So if she's going to be punished, they're also going to get punished. That's what I feel. I feel that they think that they're really, really culpable as well. I would also suggest, please,
just wait.
Another important thing
for educational purposes.
What are you doing?
You can actually hold up a plane, apologize, and get 1 month.
And ban. 1 month ban.
Think about it. You become popular. I'm not saying you should do it though, but that means for educational purposes, people can do that. Please, Nigerian government, there's a place to draw the line with politics and affiliations and nepotism. I'm being very straight up here.
That's why I'm saying that, so that it will not look too horrible, they had to let this other lady's issue as well go. Funny enough, good luck to the lady, because if she had done it maybe a month after, she probably would
not. If she was the original Kwam 1 now, then Kwam 1 is now Kwam 2. I'm sure our matter will not be this easy.
It will not be this easy.
But we might be wrong.
I also feel
maybe government is just being lenient. Yeah, that's that.
According to the Minister of Aviation, he had said that they should not feel that this is going to be the order of the day. As going forward, which I also want to sound a note of warning for anybody. If you think you can do it, and you see, maybe they gave someone leniency, I pity you.
We know how it works in Nigeria.
That's what I'm saying.
The next person that has brain touch at airport is gone.
You will sleep in Kirikiri. How you will eat? No,
sleeping. She has slept for a few days. Do you know that she was probably going to be taken to court sometime in October?
Yeah, you will go to jail and you will eat government base. I just want to. Also, in that vein, I also think that we should. I personally think that a lot of Nigerians need therapy. Why I said so is that I think that even looking at it from as far as even Kwam 1, the pilot, this lady, the air hostess, the people that dragged her down.
Someone said
there is major anger issues.
Someone said that the Ibom Air passenger lady, the bosom friend of Dolupo. Someone said that when she went to the back of the plane, now they know what she went to do. Why are you people like this? What did she go and do? Why are you alleging something that you did not see with your eyes? It's not fair.
Wow.
What did she go and do? Someone said they know it's not ordinary eye. You can't do all of that madness. To be honest, me, I never see that kind. People they crazy.
And then they got dragged her to the
even inside the bus.
Even inside the bus. That's why I said that. Even starting from Kwam 1, I said it here that
but Kwam 1 walked with them. He went away quietly. When he almost lost his head, he walked away.
After he was,
did you not see the video when he was walking with them?
After he saw his life flash through his eyes. After he saw his life flash through his eyes, that this baby is moving mad.
So see airport where me and they go do gentle. Now so now they do.
I swear.
So you people can get away with anything.
See, I said when someone's madness, you think you have madness. Where your own madness ends is where another person's madness begins. When he saw his life flash through his eyes, he knew that this babe will kill me.
That year that we led a protest at the airport that year. Thank God, say camera never did that time.
We have landed.
That's so we for viral now.
We have landed. So
no fly lists.
No fly lists.
Why are you doing that?
Because you have stopped them. See, can you see them? Can you see them?
No,
they have stopped the plane from flying.
No,
terrorist behavior.
No. Let plane take you from Lagos, under the guise of taking you to Owerri. You land in Port Harcourt. From Port Harcourt, you find yourself somewhere in the north.
Thank you, Adejarabi. Thank you.
Lagos.
God will bless you. He said he walked away like he had a choice. I agree with you. After he saw his life flash through his eyes.
Exactly.
That was when he
don't have to take it literally.
He knew that it's like this girl is moving mad. You know at times also.
Okay.
You know that
Did they drag him the way they dragged that auntie?
But you also know that he's also at times
now.
He's embedded in a bit of misogyny. That you look no, let me explain myself.
Are you saying because Kwam does not have bosom now?
Let me explain myself to you.
Wait, is that what you are saying?
No, let me explain myself.
So it's about bosom now.
For people that are watching me,
at least bosom
and
is easier
women
to say.
and women that drive, you would understand me that a lot of men drive stupidly and in a condescending manner, that they drive anyhow. And even when they're in the wrong, no, let me finish. Even when they're in the wrong, there is a way a man talks to you that he feels like because he's a woman. It has not happened to me not once. In fact, even with you in the vehicle, this has happened a few times. That it's until the guy now sees, there's a man in the car. That's when he will decide to have sense. So I'm just saying, it could have been the fact that Kwam saw that it was a woman. So, what would she do? So he felt that
you think he saw the pilot?
Yes, because he poured stuff on her. Yes, he did.
He didn't pour it on the pilot.
Oh, yes, he did. It was after.
He did not do that.
Yes, he did. He
poured something. Water actually.
Yes, whatever liquid that was.
From the golden cup.
Yeah, he poured it.
I need me a golden cup.
Some of that poured on. Yeah, we should actually get golden cups.
Why? It's important.
It should actually be trending right now. Why are golden cups not trending? Anyway, don't let me forget. Oh God!
Please, if you're having a party,
you are not. You
share golden cup.
You are. What's it called? Don't be a devil. Let me finish what I'm saying.
I am the fashion weapon against you.
So it could have also been that because he looked at him said he's a woman, so he can hold on the plane and there's nothing you can do. Unfortunately, I know that maybe a lot of women might not agree to this, but I think women are the most unpredictable people in the world, or the most unpredictable species. Why? Because what you think a woman will not do.
Why did you go from people to species?
No, species.
Because women are not people. Because you said people, then you corrected yourself and said species. So that means anyway, maybe you are that species that we are talking about.
I'm just saying.
I actually don't think it has anything to do with that.
I also feel that, like I said.
Look. Now,
I think that we have major anger issues. A lot of people have major anger issues.
Listen.
Unfortunately, your anger can land you in jail.
Anything you say now is allowed. Now, Egbo calls him because he should not have even gotten to this level.
So that's what I'm saying.
He shouldn't.
Yes, it was his
but
anger.
But now he is an ambassador of security at the airport.
It was his anger.
You know what that means?
What?
As ambassador of security, he can go anywhere now. He can go anywhere and say, I am ambassadoring. Why did
he become an ambassador? Because they should.
But wait, the other day they made Naira Marley ambassador of NDLEO. Alpha.
I don't know. What's my?
Is it ambassadoring?
What's my
business? Is it doing it well?
What's my business?
You know, Nigerian law enforcement, they have this funny way of doing things. My friend actually ran into trouble with road safety a couple of years ago. Very popular TV presenter. And of course he was arrested. And they made him come for some refresher course in their office at Ojodu there and everything. And one of the terms of his release was that he would go on air that day and preach against breaking traffic laws.
If you actually look at it, it's not
because
a
he
bad
had a
idea.
big platform.
Yeah.
He had to do
They
it.
probably would have had to pay for that before, but now
so he went there
you don't
and
have a
spoke
choice.
about it and everything.
Exactly.
So, because the next day was going to be on my radio show at Radio
Remember that I
Continental.
think was it a lot of people with the money, the EFCC and people spraying money as well. That one of the terms of it that a lot of them had to deal with was that they also had to put out periodical issues with. But going back to my conversation, if we go from Kwam 1 to the pilot to this lady to the air hostess to the other people, there is a major anger issue in the land. Please, let's control our anger. Anger carried Mr. Kwam 1 from almost losing his head.
The real issue
Anger
in this land
made this lady have a bosom in public. Anger caused
bosom, also known as breast. That's what Dolupo has been
anger
avoiding.
made her sleep in Kirikiri for like 2 days now.
Okay.
So we need to be able to control our
The
anger,
real
please.
issue is that we don't enforce laws. You see all this anger that you're angering, it's because you know that you can get away with it.
That's another.
You know there's a look. Look, let me tell you. If you wind down your glass and you throw something out of the window, and they have already captured your plate number and they send you bill 42,542 naira 42 kobo, will you throw something out again? Will you be angry and say you are throwing something? You don't understand. We do not enforce laws. I'm saying that even these are archaic, outdated laws that we have
needs to still be enforced.
If you enforce it, what's anger? What is anger? Are you joking that you get to a red traffic light, it was on orange, and you saw that you thought you could beat it, and it quickly goes to red? You will reverse behind the line, because if you have stayed in front of that line and they have given you bill of 52,549 naira 49 kobo, you will do it next time before you see. In fact, when it's green, you will still be asking, please, is that green? You know why? Because when there are consequences for your actions, you will adjust. Normal human beings will adjust.
Take for example, Third Mainland Bridge.
Nobody has anger issues. We just have
Mainland. Everybody, you that are G-Wagon, everybody is using Toyota. Everybody
don't have anger issues.
You know the worst part? Are you? Especially like that Ogudu Road. That you see that one even has lights.
You are passing like this. You think you are in studio. It's just doing. You now say you have. Trust me, you don't have any nonsense anger issues. If a policeman stops you within the confines of the law, you won't be angry now, because you know that it's within the confines of the law. But because some policemen have abused that, that's why you are approaching them already. You don't vex now. How many times have you gotten to the checkpoint and policeman, Oga, we fighting? Oga, we are fighting. I'm not necessarily fighting you, but the guy that I met here yesterday, So what I'm saying in essence is, it's more about the lack of consequences than some funny anger issues. If the airline pilot knows the consequences of what she did and the actions that would follow, she not go do am. She not go do am. If they tell her make it go renew license with times 10 the amount because it's because she made that blunder, you think she will make that mistake again in her life?
I get your point. Anyway, shout out to there is fuel that is cheaper now around the Dangote Refinery has announced a slash of a reduction of 30 naira in their
so ex gantry, ex depot comes to 820 naira per liter, which means now that ideally in Lagos petrol should hover around 850 to 860.
860, yeah.
That's what it means, because they always add their profit and the cost of logistics and all of that. However, when he finally rolls out the 4,000 CNG trucks that have arrived, that should also bring down the cost. That should.
Yeah, that
so,
should.
Hopefully, maybe we'll be looking at buying fuel in the 700 naira bracket, which we've not done in like 2 years or thereabout. So at the end of the day, let's just hope that we get it right. There are a few more companies that are coming on board now when it comes to refining. There are about 1 or 2 companies that are going to be refining onshore, like Dangote them and co. Let's just pray that everything shall works. I just really hope and pray that we're able to bring down the pump price of fuel, because the cost of energy is crazy. We're not going to lie about that.
Energy is our number one issue. Now, just also what has put it out there, President Tinubu has announced, I think this was yesterday, the appointment of board members for NCC and USPF. Over the past 1-2 weeks, there's been a lot of appointments that have been made by the president. But I also wanted to point out that I think there's a deliberate action to appointing younger people, not necessarily very, very young. Some are really young, some are not as old. But when these days, looks like there's a deliberate effort in appointing younger people than usual.
Okay, so again, one of the things that a government should take into cognizance, there are a lot of indices that you place on the table. You get to fill all these slots. You look at the political angle, you look at competence, you look at gender and other things you get. Of course, you look at the age, all of that, because there's a certain percentage of women that you must put in your government. There's a certain percentage of young people that you must bring in. Then again, you start to look at, the geopolitical structure of Nigeria, and it's a tough ask. However, having said all of that, dear Mr. President, please ensure that your appointments, while you lay a lot of place a lot of importance on competence, also look at the spread. Look at the geopolitical spread. It's important.
Yeah,
Thank
very
you.
important. Okay, now let's go from the presidency to the House of Representatives. And this is talking about a bill that has been going on, but it's actually a constitutional amendment bill, but it's a very important one. Why I said so is about court cases that have to do with elections. So this particular bill is asking that for governors, the cases after elections should stop at the appeal court and not go on to the Supreme Court. Basically, one of the reasons is because so as not to bombard the Supreme Court, and so that these cases can be dealt with once and for all. Once it gets to the appeal and it has been sorted, we move on quickly. And I'm all for it, mainly because, yes, the time frame, it reduces the time frame that these cases are done with. And really also, we have only one Supreme Court.
In times past, we've already also advocated for that here at the bar. We've been at it for close to 7 years now. October this year makes it 7 years. So we've talked about this, and we've already having witnessed a couple of election cycles, we've come to the conclusion that the date of our voting cannot stay, because the window that is open for litigations and everything to be done with before swearing in, because if we want to stop this off-cycle elections, and we also want to stop the possibility of swearing in someone that might be removed by the court, you need to move the elections forward slightly, so that those days, the window of opportunity for you to file your complaints and go to court and everything, adjudicate on it, blah 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 blah, and get a result. All of this should be done before swearing in. You get that? I think is a more sensible system, and hopefully these things will be added to the amendment of the Electoral Act.
So now let's move on from that. Still talking about the courts, and we're going to a court case that was kind of determined today about governor of Ogun State, or the government of Ogun State, and the former governor of Ogun State. And this is seems to be between Governor Abiodun and former Governor Gbenga Daniel, and talking about how there's some of his property around the state that is said that the government is about to demolish. Now he's gone to court, and the court has put out an ex parte motion saying that until determination of the case, that the state government cannot demolish these properties.
It's funny how people are friends, then they are enemies, then they are friends, then they are enemies
But
again.
could we say that it's really not about friendship or enmity?
Okay, you can say that. I'll say what I want to say too.
Okay.
I remember a picture that I saw many years ago, and there were 3 men in focus on that picture. There was Senator Gbenga Daniel, Gbenga Daniel. There was Senator Ibikule Amosu, and there was Governor Dapo Abiodun, now governor. And it's funny how I think they were campaigning for Gbenga Daniel then. It's funny how all these 3 men, they're not really friends anymore. Isn't it funny? They were all on the same stage together in that particular picture. I know I saved it, but I just don't know where. What I'm trying to talk about is how politics can, drive a wedge between brothers when interest changes. At some point in time, there was a realignment between Gbenga Daniel and Dapo Abiodun, because it's obvious that Ibikule Amosu did not support Abiodun's ambition to become governor. It's obvious because he actually had a candidate. Now, the funny thing is, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that candidate now joined the APC back, and now is now with Dapo Abiodun.
Oh, so we say that Mr. Dapo Abiodun does not need anybody else again, because
he's probably going to go to Senate now, or wants to go to Senate.
But it's that same seat that they have had. Okay, so maybe that's what caused the fight.
But
But according to state government, they're saying that the former governor did not produce the planning permit and land title for verification.
They've always known, right? Remember that is how his wife had this building that they brought down in Ijebu. I think it was last year or thereabout.
Yeah.
Again,
but
now,
why is it such a problem?
Now,
to
let's
do
be
the
very
right
honest.
thing?
The truth is, why is a former first lady or a former governor in this kind of quagmire?
Yeah, the one that literally signs.
You were
this
signing
thing.
documents, like C of O. That final seal that says this property belongs to.
So that's my point.
Person.
Like, so is it that we're so lawless that we don't think that we should do? Because the truth is, whether the governor wants to witch hunt you or not, if you have the proper documentation for things, there's nothing anybody can do about it.
And if something happens, you
will have something to take them to court for, and and all that. So that is also a major issue.
I remember something like that happened in Kwara.
Yes.
And the former governor was angry, but till today, nothing.
Why? You don't have
no
the proper
documentation.
It doesn't make sense to me. It literally beats me. Like, you're the one at the point you were the one signing the COO. Even if we say that, okay, maybe it was illegally taken or something, you could have at least, not allegedly, illegally signed it to yourself. That's the least you could have done. Like, you really think that you're that invincible?
So again, whenever government starts to work, even if it's politically motivated,
all of a sudden, it is.
The question is, why are you in the line of fire
in the first place?
Because if you've done the right thing with your documents, it won't happen.
You won't have issues.
But again, don't die in their wars, please. This is for the followers and supporters of all these men, because when they decide to shit their swords,
you won't be there. You definitely will not be there. Okay, so moving on from that, let's come down to Lagos State. As Lagos State has announced, there's a 2-day plan to divert traffic on Osborne Road in Ikoyi.
Basically, they're telling you,
don't pass Ikoyi.
Don't come to the island.
Don't pass Ikoyi.
Don't come to the island. It's not even passing Ikoyi.
No, now go to. You can go to Lagos Island.
So you're not getting it.
Go to.
I'm going to reiterate it. Avoid the entire island. The access roads to Victoria Island and Ikoyi are either through the third mainland into Osborne, or you go through Obalende, or you go through the VI axis, which is the Muzon axis. when that Muzon axis was shot, the whole of Lagos felt it. Now, if you're going to shut Osborne for 2 days, the whole of the island will feel it. So please, take my advice, not Dolupo's advice. Those 2 days or 3 days, self, make it 4 on your own.
Wow.
Avoid that access if you can. Again, we're sleeping on water transportation. It's time to have alternatives.
Okay. Also, Lagos State has announced that they've sealed Dowen College. And when I saw this, I say Dowen College again.
Why always Dowen?
Anyway, on this one, they're saying that they are also guilty of indiscriminate waste disposal. And
there's a trend in Lagos that
so is it that
the government is just waking up
yeah,
to.
So what this tells me, and this is just my own thought process, is that all these maybe companies and buildings have probably been doing this for so long.
Oh yeah, that
they just
so
finally woke up to the idea. The government just finally woke up to the idea, because there used to be. It's not now that when the government is now clamping down, that's when you now decide to do your
this
own.
particular trend. It's been going on for a while. Beyond corporate bodies, even private individuals are doing it. And so what they do, because they don't want to spend money to evacuate their septic tanks, they have pipes and pumps that takes wastewater from their septic tanks into the gutters. And that's very unhygienic. That's very dangerous. But a lot of people do it in Lagos. I don't know about other parts of Nigeria.
Yeah.
But now the government is seriously clamping down. So if you know anybody, just be the whistleblower and reach out to the government, especially on social media, and they will act.
Okay. Also, just wanted in Lagos State, this is more about politics. Sadly, a Lagos councillor that was just sworn in about 2 weeks ago has now been declared dead. She was said to be the only female lawmaker in the Beduleki local government area. That's
really sad.
That's really, really sad.
I think you need to check comments also on YouTube.
Okay. Adejare B says, see the man advocating for water transportation that has never been on a boat. Who wants to be sacrificed to the gods of the lagoon? You really don't think that's part of the problem?
No, I actually do a lot of what's it called? Water.
You know that this thing crossed my mind. I just wanted the story to just go.
But actually,
because I was going to say, even if no matter how much you advocate water transport to someone like me, I will rather sit in traffic on the road.
I've done the ferry from Ikorodu to Lagos. I've done
Lagos Lagoon.
I've done from Oworo to the island. I've done to to Idumota. Look, I have even done Baba Kekere in the days of
What's Baba Kekere?
No, they had this ferries. Lagos had this couple of ferries, and one was actually called Baba Kekere from mile 2 to CMS, and from CMS back to mile 2.
Mile 2, not mile 12.
Mile 2. Mile 2. We were coming from First Stack, so we went through mile 2.
It can't be me.
To CMS.
I was going to say
that.
to that.
I've done.
No matter the advocacy that they do, it cannot be me.
See, I believe that we even need barges that will take cars from the mainland to the island. You sit down in your car and to take you across. You just pay. You pay a token.
I will stay in traffic.
All right.
I'm okay on that point.
I've had some experiences, but I still think it's cool. But my brother Adejare is not being fair at all.
Cool.
He talks about sacrifice to the gods.
Sacrifice to the gods of the lagoon. No. I shall not be part of it. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Anyway, we're going now to a bit of sports. And a very, very devastating, very embarrassing result. I was here a few weeks ago when I said that I cannot put my life on the line or bet on the men that play sports, or would I say football specifically, of Nigeria. And then I said, that what if, and this was when AFCON was going on, and he said, what if the women don't win? And I said, even if they don't win, I would rather still put my down for them. Now, we saw how the WAFCON people, the Super Falcons, how they won, and it was celebrated. Everybody was happy. The D Tigers came, did their own thing, and kaboom, they also picked up the baton. When it moved on to Super Eagles B, because a lot of people might not know, Chan is going on now. Basically, it's literally AFCON for home-based players. So they're called Super Eagles B. They went for this tournament and they've been flogged twice. They've played 2 matches. The first one was 1-0. You say, okay, that one, maybe they're just warming up. The second one, Sudan. Shout out to Sudan. Not like I think that you people are, because at this point, you people are fantastic. Flogged MPFL players. And these are not players that are just, these are supposed to be professional home-based players. A lot of them are actually, not a lot, all of them are play in the Nigeria Premier Football League. They were flogged 4-0. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please carry your bags and come back home. Thank you very much.
Anyhow, Dolupo has had a say. It's okay to gloat. I understand that. And I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm extremely disappointed in the way the team played. But this is my word. And this goes to the Nigerian Football Federation. Where's the sense in bringing Eric Shell, who was not the one that put the team together, as the coach, when Ogumodede and his brother, Fidelis Ilechukwu, were the ones that did the work? And if you see it now, a few days that he spent with them, he picked his own starting 11. Some confirmed goal-getters were on the bench. You see,
okay.
So but you see, when you start to say these things, they say you're making excuses and stuff. Well, it's all right. It's okay. It's okay. You can say that. Bottom line is that.
Oh, that you're saying that the Super Eagles assistant coaches should have just gone to coach them.
They were the ones that brought the guys up. They're the ones that trained the guys in their club sides and everything. They made the team up. So what are you talking about? Shell could be there as a technical advisor and not as a head coach. But it's all right. 2. Now, this is excuse. We have never really fared well at Chan. And you know why? Let's go deeper. Our league has a lot of work to do. And we don't like the truth. The instant you bring it up, they say you are demarketing the league. You're talking down on Nigerian football. But it's the truth.
It's obvious now that the league is not great.
There's a trend now. Benin Republic, our neighbors just there, are now getting the best of Nigerian coaches. One has gone. The second one is on his way. The third one might meet him there.
Yeah.
Why are they going to Benin?
Has a comment. He says using professional and Nigerian home base in the same sentence is an insult to the word professional.
You're not being fair, sir, because a professional is a professional regardless of his location. We have professional doctors. We have professional, air hostesses.
Why are you doing what you're doing?
So I disagree with you. And speaking about the Afro basket, I'm just looking at what's going on here. And Nigeria, of course, is leading.
We said, of course.
Madagascar, it's 46 to Madagascar and 55 to the amazing Nigerian men who are playing Afro basket out there in Angola, carrying the green, white, green as we speak. So fingers crossed. Of course, we will scale this. Of course,
I don't understand.
Of course, we will scale this.
He said we will scale it.
I said what I said. Yeah, because the Nigerian men's basketball team has always been amazing, and you look at the preparation that they had, just like the women, it wasn't great. And we only just want the end result. Oh, they won Afro basket. Let's give them $100,000 and give them ON and OFR and MPC and OPC and PPC. But do you care about the future of the game and the entire structure and how they are suffering?
Anyway, we'll see where all that is going to end. The White House is official. I think next year it's official. They're set to host a UFC cage fight. In fact, there's a date.
Yeah, this was on our news a couple of weeks ago on Boom Sports.
Yeah, that it was going to. Now there's an official date for that.
Yeah, we had the date too then. So they're just playing it up now, but it's all right.
So, basically that's it. I hope that something is done to maybe remedy. I don't think that there's anything to remedy again. I think the Chan players are coming back home. I just think it's really
they'll play one more game.
They'll play one more game, but they are not going anywhere.
Yeah.
we are coming
Sadly,
back home.
you know, this would have been a good opportunity for some of our own-based professionals to show
to
themselves.
showcase themselves.
Yeah.
Finally, before we
To the
go,
world.
YouTube is now beginning to use AI for age verification purposes in the US. So, Ade Jarabi says, I'm happy they did not win. We can't afford another 100K housing gift back to back. Can we not afford it? I think we can. I think we can.
Onion.
I think we can. I don't.
Human being.
I think Nigeria has. See, there's now fuel subsidy money. Don't
Jesus.
you get it? There is fuel subsidy removal money.
Wicked people.
So we have the money. The only thing is that these boys are not up to the task. Sorry, but
Neither are their coaches.
neither are their coaches.
Especially the head coach.
I've said
their,
it before. But you know that
not
there's
the
also
coaches, but the head coach.
but there's also now something else that has popped in my head. If he cannot win this one with these Chan Eagles, how do they? Because remember that their matter to the World Cup is their own thin ice. How does this coach want to send them to World Cup? Or let's even say that for some weird reason or some interesting reason they win the remaining of their qualifiers and they qualify for World Cup. Is this the coach that's going to carry them to World Cup? You people
she's asking.
You people just got to disgrace yourself at the World Cup.
She's asking.
So it's better not to go to World Cup and just sit at home.
NFF and the Sports Commission the right questions.
It's better
Please.
to just sit at home.
You heard that.
You cannot do all this stress.
Let this question hit you in your bosom.
How did we get to Bozo? How did we get?
Is that not where you feel the impact the most?
Please, we are going. We're leaving. I'm leaving at this point. Please, at this point.
It's a bosomless pit.
Thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for the comments. I can't do this anymore. I just can't with him. I just can't. So we'll see tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow
from my bosom,
I might be able to deal with this again. But today I'm done.
From my bosom to your ears.